Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praise and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders and the Kabbalah that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity. And this is GMS Chicago coming at you again with another lesson. And basically, what we're going to go into today is going to be about, asking the Lord to search out your secret faults, to let you know about the things that you are potentially doing wrong that you might not be able to see or acknowledge, because sometimes, like the scriptures say, there might be a way to a man that seemeth right, but the end is death. Sometimes, we might not realize, so we got to ask the Lord so we can be perfectly cleansed, even from secret faults,
Right, so, Psalms chapter 19, I'll start at 12. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults.
Right, and a lot of times we don't see what we're doing, and it takes somebody else to tell us, look, this is how you're acting, this is how you're reacting, this is what you're doing, and the ultimate one who could actually know, of your secret faults is the Lord. That's why He said, who can understand his errors? Because nobody can. So King David asked the Lord to cleanse him from his secret faults. In other words, reveal it to him and help him get rid of that, whatever it may be. And that's what we have to do, so we could be pure. Like in Matthew the 5th chapter, the last verse, it says what? Be ye perfect as my Father in heaven is perfect. And that's what we're striving for. So if that's what we got to do, we have to ask the Lord to clean us, from our secret faults. But not just ask, we also have to show the Lord that whatever we do see that's wrong with us, we're striving to get it better. And if we have that spirit, and if we're doing that, whenever we ask the Lord to cleanse us from secret faults, He'll do it. Why? Because we're already showing Him that that's what we want. We want to be pure. We want to be cleansed.
Right. This is Job 34 verse 32. That which I see not, teach thou me. If I have done iniquity, I will do no more. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pray to the Lord, all right, to correct us in the things that we don't see and acknowledge. To even bring a man of the Lord to correct us, man, and tell us and point it out, so that we don't do it anymore. I got one more Sakya. This is Psalms 119. Yeah, right to the point, verse 11. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. So we want to do right about by the Lord, you see, and what that we see and acknowledge. We try to correct, but those things that we do not see, we need more help, man. So we got to go to the Lord and pray to the Lord to search us out, all right? Because we don't want to be, here it is before the Lord, and we got secret faults that are still there, that remain. We want to be completely cleansed from all these things, man. The things that we acknowledge and the things that we don't see, so that in that day we can be perfect in the sight of the Lord.
You go back to that Psalms.
19, yeah. Psalms 19, verse 13 now. Keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me, then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression.
Right, presumptuous sins, like prideful sins, like shit that you just do without even questioning. You just do it, and that usually happens when you are constantly giving in to the lust of the flesh. You ignore what's right just to fulfill that lust. So you gotta ask the Lord to cleanse you from that, so you won't go out, so you won't be ignorant of it, or try to convince yourself to justify whatever action it may be. And it says I shall be innocent from the great transgression. You know, when you go into that word great transgression, it really just goes into really great sins. You'll be innocent from committing great sins, you know? And that only happens if we're striving to get right and we're asking the Lord to do that. You know, that's the only way we're ever going to be cleansed, you know? You can be perfect in your own eyes and maybe in other men's eyes. But if you're not asking the Lord to cleanse you from secret faults, those secret faults might be your downfall, you know?
Yeah. Verse 14, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord Yahweh, my strength and my redeemer.
Right, asking the Lord to guide your thoughts, to guide your words, because everything starts in your mind. Yahweh Shai said, you know, of the mind comes reveling, you know, everything, right? But that's what he said, that even lusting on another man's wife, you know, by looking, you committed adultery. Why? Because adultery starts in the mind. So everything starts with the mind. So we have to ask the Lord to what? Make sure that our thoughts are right. You know, so that all our thoughts can be according to His pleasure, and there'll be less of a chance for us to sin. You know?
This is Sirach 37 and 15. And above all this, pray to the Most High that He would direct thy way in truth, you know? And that direction starts in the mind, man, in your heart. All right? And what you're meditating, you see? And the Lord is the one that directs it, you know? Because, you know, basically, how does it say? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, or something, you know?
Yeah, everything starts with the mind. And also when we ask, we got to make sure that whenever the Lord exposes these secret faults, exposes whatever it is that we're doing wrong, that we do everything in our power to fix it. You know, like the scriptures say, hey, the Lord speaketh once, yes, twice, but man perceiveth it not.
Right.
You know, so keep on asking and keep on being diligent. Okay, consider it. You know, okay, this is what I've been doing. Damn, this keeps coming to mind. Why is this? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Am I doing this? You know, holding yourself accountable, man. And then whenever the Lord shows it, you having that spirit, you're gonna like, damn, this is what it is. Okay, the scripture say I gotta do this. All right, you know, then apply it. You know, it's not gonna be easy, but hey, we have to do it, man. If we want to get cleansed, you know.
Right.
We have to hold ourselves accountable and do what's required. Not, you know, it goes farther than just asking the Lord to search your secret faults. You know, you gotta actually be willing to change them, whatever it may be. You know, it may be something that you thought it was not going on, but you were completely comfortable with doing it. And then the Lord reveals it it's not, and now you're like, oh shit. You know? Now you gotta get unused to that feeling, you know, those ways.
Yeah, you gotta fight it off, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you can get Psalms 139, the last two verses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Psalms 139 and 23. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wickedness in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting. You know, so he's asking the Lord to see if there's any wickedness, anything he's doing wrong that he cannot see. You know, and then what did he say after that? Lead me to the way of everlasting. In other words, correct me, so that I may, you know, be able to be saved, be able to lead that walk of righteousness. You know, and at the end get the kingdom. You know. So these are the things we gotta ask to the Lord in order for us to be perfect, like our Father in heaven is perfect. You know, we're not gonna get everything ourselves. We need the Lord to get right. We need the brotherhood to get right. You know, but most importantly, the Lord. You know, and if you're actually, that's your whole mindset to get right. Whenever brothers expose something of you, you're gonna correct it. Whenever the Lord exposes something via a brother or any other way, shape, or form, you gotta correct it, you know? Yeah. We're in this walk to become a new man. If you're not changing and you're still stuck in your old ways, then hey,
when silver is refined. You know what I'm saying? It's ready when you see your image in it. You see, and that's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is refining us, man. All right, so that He can see His image in us. You see, He's perfecting us. So keep that in mind. Keep that at heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't be offended. You know what I'm saying? When correction comes, it's for your own good. And with that, we hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. And salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. Shalom. Wa above all.